start off right up front with Tracy.
We've worked hard at NASA over the last 2.5 years to improve that situation that led to the loss of Columbia. But we don't suppose that we're done. And one of the reasons why I was very receptive to the minority report was because we can't get done unless we're willing to listen to all of the hard truths.
This is Irene Klotz with Reuters, also for Mike Griffin. I know you...
2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, beginning America's new journey to the moon, Mars, and beyond. And the vehicle has cleared the tower.
Probably the leading thing we're thinking about is removing the existing PAL ramp and then spraying a new PAL ramp in place of the one we took off. And we think we can do a better job from a spray standpoint, we can do a better job from an overall installation standpoint, and then that'll also be a fresh ramp that we've installed. Now, as I say that, we have to be cautious that we're spraying this PAL ramp on top of the foam acreage that sits below it, and you can think of that as the foundation that sits below it. So we need to understand and make sure that that foundation we're putting it on is a viable foundation, is going to be as strong as the ramp we're adding on the top.
Engine firing, 1 minute 5 second long firing of the 2 engines on the other side of the tail of Discovery.
You have the luxury of hindsight. You saw when the foam came off, you saw where it came off, you understand what time it came off, you know the velocity it came off, you know the size of the piece it came off. Now we can take our NDE back on some of those other tanks and take that knowledge we now have of the failure and see if that can give us any more insight. So before we pick a particular repair technique, we're going to understand every bit of data we can get out of the existing tanks. We're going to make sure that we've got a good solid foundation. We're going to what if this back and forth and make sure we got the right repair philosophy that's going to ensure to a high probability we won't have this type of event.
All right, we have a few minutes left. Let's go to Johnson Space Flight Center for a question.
You can attach your short tether to it, and the tether that you removed from the bundle, attach both of its snap hooks to the double D at the bottom. Giving a little twitch. Right, because you're holding on to...
This is a good close-up view of our 2 spacewalkers, John Phillips on the left, Sergei Kriklyov above.